I'm very excited. Karen Gravano from Mob Wives. We got her on the phone.
Oh, boy. You were really excited for this.
I love this show.
You really do love this show.
There's guilty pleasure shows in life, and Mob Wives is it. If you don't know about Renee hating crumbs, then I don't even know if we can talk anymore.
Uh-oh.
Have you not seen that?
I haven't seen that.
It's the way I feel about crumbs. Anyone who's watched the show knows exactly what I'm talking about. But she's got a book coming out now. If you don't know who she is, she's the daughter of Sammy the Bull, who was the mob guy who testified, which pretty much brought down the Gotti crime family.
Okay.
That's who she is. Now he was in he was in protective custody for a long time. Then he went down to Arizona. He got arrested down in Arizona. So it's a big thing. So she wrote a book, kind of like her life, which comes out today, and she's going to be out kind of signing things. And there's a little bit of controversy about it. So we got her on the phone. Karen, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic. I have to say thank you for taking the time to talk to us today, and congratulations on your book.
Thank you. The New York Times bestseller. That's something I'm really proud of.
You should be, but here's something that people might not know about your book is you actually planned on writing this before you were actually on Mob Wives, right?
Yes. I was starting to write it, and then I was working with a writer. We kind of wrote some things, and then we were working on it, and he was a great writer. I just think he was a man. So we were kind of like, he wasn't getting my voice across. And then I had hooked up with Lisa Palissa, who wrote the book with me, and she was like, I'm in New York, you need to come back and visit. So I was definitely thinking about coming back to New York, staying here for a while, and then Jennifer convinced me to be on Mob Wives, and it kind of all came together at the same time. So
you're actually going to be out signing your book, right, today?
Yes, tonight I'll be on Staten Island signing my book, and then tomorrow at a store in Jersey. So I've been doing a little tour. Fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now I got to say, it looks like there's kind of a little bit of controversy with this book. Like, people are going to kind of boycott it?
Well, they're trying to. It's unfortunate that people are looking at my book as something like a lot of the victims of men that were involved in this lifestyle, and they claim that they're victims of just my father. But to me, I feel like they're victims of a lifestyle that all of these men chose. And I do feel that the families, if they want to call themselves victims, I can agree. I believe that the families are not people that make choices or decisions to be attached to this world. And unfortunately, it's like we suffer the pain. So I myself am a victim. I've lost family members to this world. So I understand where they're coming from. It's just, looking at my book, it's like they're lashing out on me because they don't want me to tell my story because I'm Sammy's daughter. And a lot of them have wrote books and, have tried to write books. So I just feel like it's almost hypocritical that they can say they can write stories, but I can't, just because of who my father is.
Now, Drita had a problem with the book, and was there other people that were involved, like in the book, that kind of gave you a little bit of beef about it?
No, not at all. I mean, I think when people read the book, it's my story. They understand it's what I went through. I mean, there are probably people in there, that don't like what I say 100%, but it's my story, and it's, the truth, the way I perceived my life growing up. And, Drita had an issue just because she has an issue about everything. She doesn't want me to talk about her husband, who is my ex-boyfriend of 7 years.
But he was part of your life, so you're allowed to say something, right?
Right, and I just feel like, she doesn't have a problem talking about her ex-boyfriend all the time, whatever she wants to say about him. So just because me and you were friends, you don't want to hear it come out of my mouth. It's like, don't read my book then. And I was never going to attack her husband or write something derogatory until he got up on national television and, had a few choice words about me, which I felt like I've never done anything to hurt him in all these years. This book is not about her husband. It's about my life. And unfortunately, maybe if she didn't want to, ever see her husband's name mentioned again, she shouldn't have married her friend, man. Like,
there you go. That's a no-no in my book. Now,
yeah.
I do have to ask you definitely about the show, because that is like my guilty pleasure show. You seem a little more angry in this season.
Oh, absolutely. I was completely angry in the beginning of the season because, how we left off in season 1, and this is a very true story. Drita and I had a fist fight. She put her hands on me. She tried to hurt me. And it was like, after that happened, I wanted to meet up with her. I wanted to squash our issues because I felt like we don't need to be on TV because this is too real. And when someone tries to hurt me, it's a whole different ballgame. I'm not happy. I'm not going to be your friend. I'm not going to smile. Like, we have an issue that I want to resolve. The whole summer goes by. She doesn't want to meet me. You know, she's talking. People are like, oh, Karen, I heard Drita put you in the hospital, because that's Drita's claim to fame. If you watch her, I break bows, I fight, I put people in the hospital. Like, it was cute when she was saying it, and everyone thought, that's so funny. But really, to me, it's disgusting because she's a bully. So when I keep hearing this all summer long, I'm like, why is this girl lying? I've never been to the hospital. I have paperwork. So I tried to reach out to her again and be like, keep my name out of your mouth. If if that's your storyline because you have no attachment to the mob, or, that's what you want to create your storyline as, do it with someone else. Leave me out of it. And then, unfortunately, we had to see each other at Renee's party, and it's like the day before, she's sending me text messages, girl, I love you. I hope our daughters can be friends like we weren't, like we were friends. But this is the same girl who got on national television and said we weren't friends. So I'm one of those people, like, if I have an issue, I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to fight you. I just want to talk to you about it. I want to tell you how I feel, because I can't be a phony. And Drita, unfortunately, doesn't like to hear what other people have to say. If it's not going her way, she's either running out of the picture or she's throwing punches. And it's unfortunate that she just keeps thinking she can put her hands on me. I'm going to defend myself. So,
and I guess
pissed off.
that leads to a fan's question. Now her name is Nicole. Now she's actually the reason that I am a big fan of the show. She wanted to ask, like, because the beef between you two is just so heavy on this season. Like, I mean, today, like, let's say today you were in a street, you came across her in an alley, nobody's around, just you and her. Are you guys going to talk it out, or is only one of you coming out of there?
It just depends on how she reacts. I'm going to talk to her first. I'm going to let her know, hey, Drita, listen, I'm not cool with this. So if you ever think you can put your hands on me again, and then if she decides to sit there, which I know Drita, when the cameras are not on, she's either going to run out of the alley before we even get to have words with each other, or she's going to sit there and backtalk her way out of it. I think a lot of times you're seeing a person that's hyped up for television, because she does fight. She did fight growing up. I knew that, but she don't have a lot of heart. So I think in every situation she tries to back out of it. But when the cameras are rolling, she becomes this tough girl, because it was cute for her in season 1. That's how she gained her fans. So, if the cameras weren't there, we'd probably actually resolve it. We'll probably talk about it and resolve it.
Well, that's kind of, I hope you do, because I love the show and I don't want one of you all of a sudden to disappear. So we want to keep you around.
No, there'll be no disappearing. I think that we're women, and we're mothers. I respect her as a mother, so I don't want to keep fighting. Honestly, it's tiring. I start to watch the show, and I'm like, oh my God, here goes Karen and Drita again. I want to change the channel. Which I'm glad Big Ange is on the show, because she kind of adds that comic relief to it. And, after a while, it's annoying. It's annoying in my own life. It's stressful. You don't want to just keep arguing, because if I didn't have to work with her and be on a show, we probably wouldn't have talked to each other, and we'd be cool because we'd be focused. But unfortunately, we do have to work together, and, I think we do have to come to some sort of agreement, because it's not, I'm over it. I'm sure some of the viewers are over it. It becomes annoying after a while.
Well, good. I hope it comes to a solution. I know you're really busy, so thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. Go get her book. It is called Mob Daughter, The Mafia, Sammy the Bull, Gravano, and Me. So, Karen, thanks so much for talking to us today. And if you could do me a favor and let Big Ange know that Chino and Eugene has much love and a big crush on her.
I will definitely let her know that.
You're listening to The Morning House Party on K-Duck.